All right. Let you kick things off.
Round begins in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
All right, so Mega Spawn for Rapha. He's pushing the LG first. He'll see what's going on with the rail. He's actually going to go up and
Straight up the rail.
He's
Right.
actually going to pressure on this the heavy armor as well, which is good. Good start for Rapha. I mean, he got that item. Might be able to do some damage on the Mega Health as well. Good position here for Rapha. Maybe see if he could do some rocket damage. Not easy against the light champions.
Oh, RAISY comes back through the teleporter though.
Bit of awkward fight for
Yeah,
Rapha.
no real damage.
Yeah, he would like
big
a
damage.
bit more damage than that. He's still in a good spot. He's still got upper position, which is good.
And RAISY still doesn't have a rail as well.
That's important. So Rapha heading around for the red armor, the heavy armor. He would have liked to have get some damage in now if he can to bully him away from the mega, but it's not going to be possible.
Oh, he would have liked to hit that rail.
Good damage. Even little 16 damage there is good.
And you can see Rapha's still making sure RAISY's nowhere near this railgun.
Another situation here where Rapha would like some damage is above. It is quite a far distance, this one, so it's a little bit harder to rain rockets down, but he's still in a good spot for some free damage. Didn't manage to get any again, so that Rapha will have two good opportunities there and let him slip a little bit. Oh, I have to hit that.
Good air control though to dodge in midair.
It was, but it was still a simple shot, so Rapha will be feeling a bit upset about that. He's had a few good opportunities for damage. Even there, that was a little micro opportunity for damage. Didn't take it.
And he's still making sure RAISY just can't get near this railgun at the moment.
Which is good play to deny the rail as much as what you can on any map, especially this one. Awkward fight. Good damage. Just hasn't really managed to do any critical damage though. It's all just been little chip damage, which on this map's not good enough because there's so many armors.
And I can't believe there's not a lot of damage being exchanged either way at the moment. Just a lot of shots being fired.
Well, this map can be a bit like that where they're both players, especially first frag, you're feeling them out quite a lot because if you lose that first frag on a lot of these maps, especially light versus light, and you lose your weapons, it's so difficult. So you'd expect probably a low scoreline. A lot of respect between the two players, I'm sure as well. Great attack by RAISY, pushed in hard. Didn't hit as much shaft as what he wanted. Bit of a cake rocket, and again,
Rapha hooking back in for a rocket fight.
beautiful. If you can get, you got to smoke him when you got him in this game. He had opportunity for the frag and he took it, and it's good to see.
So RAISY will get on the rail early here, maybe. Yeah, he's going for it now. He does have an opportunity here to defend this heavy. Yep, nice rail. That's what he needed to hit. It will score him the heavy.
But that's another opportunity for Rapha to close out a kill, and he would have liked it after the initial LG damage. Didn't get it, so he's got to be careful now, because that Mega's still a while away.
Oh, interesting rocket jump. He has got good damage though, and Rapha forced to back away.
I'm surprised that Rapha got away there. That was probably a pretty weak LG from RAISY there, really. He probably...
Should he have switched to rail a little earlier, you reckon?
Maybe. And yet he would have liked the damage regardless of what he did there.
Yeah, right.
Rapha on the back foot now, but RAISY stacks is not...
How come RAISY left the Mega up so long there?
Well, he was looking for damage, I think, after you get your opponent weak.
Right.
You really need kills on this map. Kills is currency. Getting him weak on this map doesn't matter.
Doesn't mean anything, right?
Well, it's obviously good, but it's not as good as, you know, a frag on the board. There's just so many light
Oh,
ups.
two nice rails from RAISY. And he's cutting him off with this teleporter. No, yes, he's behind him. Good LG from Rapha. And the rocket switch out. I don't know what was awkward about RAISY's combat there.
He used rockets to begin with. I think he would have been probably better served using shaft because he did have the advantage.
Bigger stack, yep.
Pushing in. He's actually rail unlucky to be on 90. Oh,
Oh,
so unlucky.
90 rail. You were about to say it. You were about to say it.
So tilting. Anyway, that's great for RAISY because now this is exactly what I was talking about. He's on the back foot, and now Rapha actually, this is exactly what happened. Oh, great rockets though.
I don't know about bringing a plasma to a rocket fight though.
Yeah, you got to be careful if he had rockets. Maybe shotgun would have been better, but it's okay. They're both players weak, which probably favors the guy who's got the rail. And unless Rapha's got it when I wasn't paying attention, but I don't think so. So this is a good opportunity for RAISY to do some damage.
Oh, he misses the shot though. He had to hit it.
He's going to lose red for that. Like he's really.
He's trying to still. Oh no, he's just going to completely give it over.
Yeah,
He can't.
If he hit that, he would have been able to.
Oh my God! Rapha drops.
Yeah, great cut off by Rapha, knowing that once the opponent backs off, quite often you know that they're not coming
Looking for scraps. Yeah, looking for scraps. Yep.
He come back, so that means Rapha had opportunity to be aggressive, and he used it, which is great.
Yep. And he hears the Anarchy hoverboard.
shot.
He knows he's got Mega to fall back onto.
You gotta be careful of the spawn.
Oh, he did spawn up there.
Frags is frags. Frags is currency, so you don't mind that. And I like this play by.
He knows he's up there. The tri-bolt hit. Oh, and 2 class rails from rapha.
Beautiful.
And RAISY's in a lot of trouble here. I can't see what the Anarchy can do against the Athena.
Well, great spawn control there on both those frags, but he knew that he must spawn at the.
Yes, at the Mega. That's right. Yes, right.
That's professional spawn frag.
Yes, right.
And a great cut off. That would have needed a huge shot. He can't follow now, or he can maybe.
Why didn't he rail there? Oh, he obviously wanted to secure the kill.
He knows Athena's OP and he can just hook towards
Yeah,
him.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, the jump pads don't mean anything for you, right?
Great rail. So now RAISY on the back foot. This is exactly what I was talking about at the very start of the map, where you're out of control.
Out of light. Yeah, you're out of control. Right. Oh, massive rockets and yeah, poor movement. RAISY gets stuck on the wall.
And this is it's so difficult. It's pretty much impossible to win a map.
To win for RAISY.
It's not impossible, but
It's very difficult. Yeah, yeah. Especially against Athena, who just runs away with the hooks. Yeah.
One thing when it's this late, as rapha goes into a rail fight, I like the way that rapha didn't peek there, because if you don't take damage now, you slow the game down, and that's perfect. See, I don't even like coming in here necessarily, because I think
He left straight away. He
Yeah.
took 1 shot, 1 rail, and
I think if you just slow the game down now, you really can't lose. If you take 2 minutes out and you only die like once,
yes,
you're
right.
laughing, right?
Yeah.
So I think he would think that was probably not the best decision for him, but still in a great spot. I mean, he grabs the heavy armor. He actually wants to push for a frag, and why not? Great rockets and beautiful shotgun to finish.
He's making it look easy now. I think it's very matchup dependent though. I feel like the Athena is just so much stronger than the Anarchy here.
Well, he's definitely great.
Now that we're 8 frags in, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that when you're 8 frags up.
Yeah, that's right. Well, RAISY has to push aggressively, and
This is the problem when you are behind, is that you can't actually duke them anymore, because you have to be very direct in your attacks, very direct in your what you're going. You have to go for rail instead.
Yeah,
of,
very obvious plays.
You have to.
Yeah,
that's the
right.
problem when you
Just hope to not catch a rocket.
Great shotty.
I like the shotty, yeah.
He's got him, but it's too late, and he took too much damage now, so he can't really. I mean, this is not the easiest map to spawn frag on, but he can't really push anymore. So he's actually going to die to have a machine gun here probably, or just a rail. So. And usually at this level, they've got a rail to kill you, they're going to hit it. So it's it's good damage by rapha, but he should probably switch to machine gun, which he does, and he gets the kill, and that's the game there. So he just had good decision making, good hooks. RAISY's rockets were pretty poor, I would say, and his shaft wasn't as sharp as what I've seen in the past. So. You know, it was a great showing by rapha on this first map. It really sets the tone for the series as well. It's great to win the first one.
But isn't Blood Cove just so different from every other map that you can reset pretty comfortably after?
Oh, well, at this level, when they're professional gamers, like, you don't
let that get to you.
First map lost in the best of 5. It's not the end of the world.
Not the end of the world,
You're
yeah.
thinking, well, I don't know.
Still at two maps,
Well,
yeah.
Let's assume it was rapha's. He'd be feeling confident.
Yeah.
Good light machine gun used by rapha, and great rails. He knows he doesn't have the rail, so he can just sit here taking infinite shots. I mean, he's probably wants to back away a little bit now, but great shot. And this is the thing, RAISY can't push now.
Yeah, he just has to be too obvious with it.
This is the weapon advantage in Arena FPS. Gives you such an advantage. Even more so than stacks in some situations. Great damage. It's all a little too late though.
So it was BJ versus Ranger on Whale? Was that the next map?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm liking Ranger.
You know what?
I'm liking Ranger.
You liking the Ranger pick?
Yeah,
Well, I'm pretty sure rapha's on the Ranger.
Yeah, and I think rapha sometimes with his Ranger orb likes to reposition a lot more than other players. I think sometimes the damage is better than doing that. So let's see if he does that. I've seen games where he used it really well, and then games where I think that he maybe would have liked to have done it differently. So let's see. But obviously this map win will give him a lot of confidence to be, you know, taking it down 3-0. I mean, when you're at this level, and these guys, they're very cutthroat with their approach to the game. So he'll be thinking it'll be great to get the first one away, and then feeling confident, get rid of the nerves if you had any.
Yep.
And, yeah, onto the second map. And I would have thought that actually this map was RAISY's pick. I would have thought, actually, now that I think about it. Because I think rapha would rate himself on...
I'm bailing enough, yeah.
But let's see. We'll see when we get to the screen again. Good shotty. That's one thing I did notice about RAISY is his shotgun's very strong. Nice switches to it. Feels like he's got CPMA switch almost. I wouldn't mind his version of the game, actually.
It's got fast weapon switch on.
Yeah, feels like it anyway.
Rapha calling GG early.
Yeah, that was a well-played duel by Rapha. I think Athena is a little bit stronger, obviously, but just the verticality of Athena and the ability to exit fights fast, unnaturally fast.
You lose. You lose.
You're always in a good spot.
Yep. Well played by Rapha. Nothing really too crazy on the rail accuracies. Lots of rails fired, 40 and 30. The Rapha show. First map.
Yeah, low accuracies with rail, but you expect that on this map. There's a lot of
And against lights as well.
a lot of fast shooting. Both characters moving, very fast. But some nice rails. Yeah, it was actually Rapha's pick, so RAISY picked Nath, so I just clearly don't know these two players.
Best of 21. No, it's a best of 5, mate. Thanks to everyone for tuning in, by the way, and thanks for all the restreams as well. I saw Cypher and Zeron, and I think there was one other restreaming. But yeah, appreciate that as well. And on to the second map. What was that? Maxter and Waz, thanks for tuning in. Effortless was in the chat as well before. All right, so we are going to move on to Vale of Narth. Rapha on the Ranger, I think as well, slightly favored in the matchup. That's a shot of the tournament room. Of course, most players have been knocked out now. With Don, you got haymo in view there. You got RAISY's, the corner of RAISY's head in the bottom left there. And then there's the spectator view. So it's very forward. Honestly, the room goes pretty deep. There's at least 20 people in there, but set the camera up right at the start, like right at the front. So you're only seeing sort of like a quarter of the room there. And yeah, very interesting. Zanarku knocks out Stage in the lower bracket. Now he plays Dan.
Yeah, so whoever wins that can say that
The
they're
best in Australia.
best in Australia.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
Okay.
It'll be interesting games. Best of 3 or best of 5?
Honestly, don't know.
I think best of 3.
I don't know. I'd presume best of 3. Yeah. And I think they're both restarted now. Just making sure the PCs are 100% before getting into the next map.
Yeah, it's pretty important. Always feeling confident that
Yeah.
your setup's great and everything's
Yep.
doing how it should do. Which is very important.
So I guess, how do you even attack BJ as a ranger?
Well,
What
with the
moments?
orb.
What? Yeah, but as the BJ.
As the BJ.
When would you use the double?
Well, you
BJ?
use it a lot of the times at the mega fight. It's very useful. Even at the rocket fight, it's
Yep.
good for spawn fragging, clean. Like, there's a lot of uses for it.
Okay, right.
It-
Yeah,
it
spawn
has got
frag.
use.
I understand spawn frag.
Well, in spawn fragging, because the starting weapons are quite strong in Quake Champions.
Yep.
So if you got 2 LGs, well, how's your MG now?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yep.
I mean, I'll be pushing hard if I had 2 LGs.
And we'll definitely see Corrupted keep the next map, Death Knight versus Galena. We'll talk about that in a minute, as of course we're getting into the game. You want to see RAISY off the start of the song? We'll just see what he does off the BJ.
Sure, why
Or
not?
do you want to start on Rapha again?
We'll mix it up.
You sure?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
Hopefully we see a better showing. I mean, different medium versus medium is completely different meta, so not so much about the pace and more about actually outplaying your opponent through decision making and a bit more rocket heavy meta as well.
Fight.
So I thought we were following RAISY, but looks like we're following rapha. Got the rocket launcher spawn. RAISY above. Good damage by rapha to start with. Oh, great orb, and that's exactly what you're using it for. Get up there when he's not expecting it and just destroying it. He's got all 3 weapons as well. Denies this green armor. He's going to grab the time shards as well, which is really important. So he's almost got orb back now again. So this is where he's not going to expect that you've got orb. So this is where you want to play aggressive and potentially get him with the rockets. But RAISY doing the right thing, sitting top mid, not losing his calm, even though he did lose the first frag. I think that's where
Rapha wants both items.
But the thing is, I mean, he's got a good spot now.
Massive LG from Rapha.
He's got the frag, but it could have got a little bit cleaner than that. But as RAISY did choose to fight over with 2 LGs, which makes sense. But yeah, he's in a bad spot now. He's down 2-0, and this is where sometimes your play can actually become quite a great rail. Very important too, because now it makes it so that rapha really can't get both items. Whereas if he didn't hit that, then he could have bullied him off. Great rail again.
Second rail, yeah, nice.
Oh, great post up. You almost just waited for that. That would have been great. So now he's in a bad spot. rapha actually going to attack this red armor, so there's a chance for RAISY.
Oh, no, he's going to back off. So RAISY's going to get both items here.
And the problem with that is now, with that situation, if you just waited at the back green, sometimes you're a lot better off than if you challenge, because now he knows where you are. So anyway, he's in a situation now. He needs to hit that rail. Probably poor weapon choice by RAISY there. And he's going to play aggressive great rail. So now rapha on the back foot. He's going to know that he's coming through the teleporter. Would have liked to see RAISY push back at him, but potentially he doesn't know how weak he is. So rapha now forced to go back to the green armor and skulk a bit. So he's just got to make sure that you don't let your opponent know that you're here when you're back here.
And Rapha just using the orb twice now to reposition.
Yeah, I don't...
First time to get both major items, that time to make sure that he doesn't get trapped
It
at
depends
that
if you heard
light.
him or not. If you didn't hear him, okay, no worries. But
Yep.
if
It was a bit of a preemptive orb, wasn't it?
Yeah,
to
that's-
reposition. Now he's obviously got to cycle the cooldowns, and he doesn't have it for this fight, so...
great rockets though, good damage, but the problem is with BJ is you can get a little bit more off stack. He only got 1 health out of that, so it's unlucky to finish on 49. But this is the problem with this map sometimes. If you go to rocket launcher, once they get up top, they get 150 hit points worth of armor and health, and now you're on the back foot, and he's actually caught him out.
Oh.
Nice. If you just drop on him would be good as well.
Rockets or LG?
Either was
There's the rockets. Nice dodging from Rapha though. Oh, I felt like a little bit lucky.
It was a scrappy fight, but
Yeah, it was very scrappy.
I think you shaft to begin with from above and then drop with rockets might have been better to control his movement a little bit more. If you've got rockets out,
It was the right decision to bring out the double BJ, like you said.
I think you always want to use it when you got it.
Yes.
It comes back and you don't get a lot of opportunity, so that was
Yep. And Rapha just faking it. Faking leaving the room and coming back in.
And he got unlucky. The orb didn't do quite as much damage as he might have thought, and he maybe needed to switch to shotgun if he had it. I don't think he had it actually, so he wouldn't have been able to possibly do that. But only a couple of cells at LG would have been required. Great use of the double dual wield, and this is where off spawn, when they're weak, they haven't got an intimidating stack.
I think Rapha thought he had him trapped a little bit there, though. Rapha might have felt like he trapped him a little bit.
It's not really that great of a trap if you don't have rockets though. You know?
Yeah.
The fact that he was using LG probably tells me he didn't have rockets.
Yeah. Big LG from RAISY.
Yeah, that's nice.
Rapha denies another light, though.
But this is where you just need to chill. Losing the heavy arm is fine, and he should know that the mega's still a while away. So this is perfect play. Just play chill and just work out where he is. Yeah, you can't dominate him on the map, but Rapha's made it easy for him by rocket jumping up. Yeah, if he had got up, he would have probably been in a great spot.
But now he's taking a rocket jump and a rail. Oh, important rail.
So next rail's a killer. That's why in all situations in this game, sometimes you're better off sort of sticking with rail. I think he thought he was a little bit weaker than what he is. Good heavy regular machine gun damage, but Rapha's still coming out on top, so he's got to be careful to the refrag, but pushing in like that's not going to work.
Yeah, RAISY's still thinking I've got an opportunity to refrag here, and
Yeah, you have to get so lucky to hit rockets like that. And great play by RAISY. Very disciplined play to actually not go for the rail. That's like, you wouldn't see too many players in the world doing that, so that's really nice play. Got good rockets, maybe...
might even get him a frag.
Yeah, poor weapon choice.
Yeah, but he didn't go for that rail, and then he got the high ground advantage on the stairs and got a frag from it, so...
So this
Good
is
decision making from RAISY.
He's got to be careful because that red armor, he might decide to defend it. And he's actually done the right thing and backed off. Because if you try and defend that, then you lose your life for it. And
Do you think either player needs to slow the game down? It's very fast paced at the moment.
I'd expect the game to slow down from Rapha's point of view. Wait
Yes.
for Sorb to get back and just chill for a second. See
Yep.
what happens. This is perfect play where he's just standing there. I mean, he got the tick on the damage, so he knows where he is, but no opportunity for more damage. If he opens that door, he's going to take some damage. So just back off now would be perfect and just play that. even just to stand still where he is now is good as well. Just to wait and see what's going on.
But he can't stick around with this heavy, surely.
No, but he can stick around to work out what way he comes from and go the other way. So he's done exactly that, which worked out pretty well.
Right.
But this is where you don't want to take damage, this Rapha. That's a terrible rail to take. And this is why maybe you should have dropped off to begin with. Because I think RAISY's going to drop on him now and just kill him.
Didn't even need to use the double BJ either. He wasted the orb. Right.
And that's where Rapha would, if he looks back on it, he'll realize maybe he should have just backed off to begin with. But instead he tried to duke him and it didn't quite work out.
Yep.
So great situation for RAISY. This is where you want to use those wolves. So he's duking him hard.
Nice 30 rail from Rapha, actually.
Crucial rail. He's using the preemptive BJ dual.
Oh, another rail from Rapha. Oh, and a miss from RAISY. I feel like that was a good one. That was an easy one to miss.
Great rocket. That rocket wins you the mega. I mean, Rapha should really realize that he can't really approach this fight. He's not. If he's on like 50 or railable, you can push it, but he's not. So pushing in for a lucky shot's not.
We haven't seen many aggressive orb plays just yet. You know, like using the orb as damage, orb on top of RAISY.
Like I said, he likes to use it.
Yeah.
Great shot. He
And another repositioning orb on the heavy though this time. Not bad.
Well, I'm sorry, but I think that's a waste of the orb. Like, that's not what the orb's necessarily always designed for.
Yeah.
Who am I to question the great man? Great movement. Rocket. It just needs to stay in.
Wants to come in. Oh,
that's beautiful.
Nice rocket.
One should win mega out of that. Just
And RAISY still wants the rail.
This is where, if RAISY's good, he'll realize he can't get the red, and which he's done that, but unfortunately takes the rail. So Rapha in a good spot. You want to be looking for to hunt him now. Put the pressure on right now. So even a rocket jump there would have been okay. He's decided not to. He's just going to come through. Oh, great rail.
The mega's so far away though. RAISY just shouldn't be here.
He's got a bit confused with the items, but it still worked out. And he's well, it's not worked out well for him, but he's still got his life. So he just needs to really back away and play time. I mean, still 3 minutes left in the map, and it's a tie. So you're not stressing out right now. He's playing in the right spot. Hit a couple of rails here.
Another repositional orb.
Well, I think that was a bit of reposition and also trying to do some damage if he stayed in.
If he got it, yeah.
So it worked out for him. Either way, he knew he was weak enough so that just getting over there is enough to secure the frag, so that's good. If RAISY stays here, got to be careful with the tally
He
frag.
doesn't have anything to deal with the range. Except shotgun, which is obviously waiting for the teleporter, so.
It depends how ballsy Rapha is. He's only one frag up, so to go through is not too bad. If you're quite a few frags up, I'd say it's bad. Great rail. He'd be surprised that didn't kill him. Heavy machine gun. Oh, Tribolt.
Oh, Trouble didn't hit him either, just short.
Yeah, it's a little bit short, and this is where you got to be careful because even though you've got him crippling weak, now you're weak. So you've actually a little bit of like one rail to Rapha, and then he's very
Railable. Yeah, railable. Yeah.
He's got to be very careful. So it's back to an even game. This should be a good situation for Rapha. He's got.
Oh, nice prediction though.
He's got the orb. I wouldn't mind pushing in and just use it, but he
Oh.
wasted it again. It's I think he would have been better off just pushing him and just killing him with it. It does 100 damage. Like, you can reliably get it and shoot another shot afterwards. So I think a little bit of a mistake, but he's still in a great spot. So he's just got to be careful of where RAISY is. And good damage by RAISY. And he's actually got Rapha weak, and he got the red armor and he's crippled. So now he's dead. And this is all from the
All started from the repositional orb.
Great shotgun uses here as well. Great rail, switch to shotty and finish him. Something and finish him, please.
Tickle him. Tickle him.
Rail.
Yeah, he went with the rail. Nice. Secured the kill. And so we've just seen Rapha in control, made the one orb repositional, you know, or he didn't make that aggressive play that you liked. Died because of it, and now RAISY gets the spawn frag. He's up on frag.
Great LG by RAISY too.
And he can't jump for this, surely. Rapha does to go for it, though.
Don't mind all for it there, it's okay.
He's railable. Oh my god, they trade.
Mutual frag. That probably favors Rapha because he was in a bad spot. So now it's back, and he actually got the better spawn where he's actually going to get some weaponry. So he's just got to be careful. He's just got to make sure he doesn't lose that mega side, which he has not done now. So he's gone back. Got to be careful with the weapon advantage of RAISY though. With the
RAISY does a rail, yeah.
if he hits the first one, it's so crucial because then you can push in.
But RAISY's also got the lead as well with 1 minute left. You'd think RAISY doesn't even want to stick around for this heavy, just hide.
He just wants to get to 100 and chill is really what he wants. Get wolves back and then look to push. But great position by RAISY and then go up the jump pad. It's perfect.
Yep.
Rapha now back against the wall.
Well, he wants to use the orb here to close the gap.
He needs to use it to attack in some way, but he's got time. This is the thing. You don't.
he knows he's up there.
If you go through here,
Okay. RAISY's just...
He's 1 mega out of it though, so it's not the end of the world. He just needs to make sure he gets the mega and realize that RAISY's going to be playing defensive, and he is playing defensive. So he's
Yeah,
going
like,
to be
you know, it's obvious. Yeah, it's obvious.
He's going to be rail.
Yeah,
He's going to be plasma. He's going to be in a good and weak spots. So RAISY's just doing the right thing, doubling back and dropping down, and great use.
He can't drop onto the double BJ.
Honestly, if rapha just stood still there, it wouldn't be so bad, and then maybe listen out for RAISY. Anyway, he's going to have to charge hard.
10 seconds left. He needs to get a frag. He knows he's there. Oh, wow. He goes past him, and the orb goes up. He did hit him. He did hit him with the orb. Oh, my God. He suicides.
He kills himself. So that's...
And that orb actually did damage when he looked like he just wanted to reposition. Yeah. Yeah, he did get good damage off that orb, so.
I think RAISY sort of got a little bit panicked.
Unbelievable. Yeah, he definitely got panicked. Yeah, for sure.
Great rocket. That's important because he could drop if he didn't hit that.
Oh, here he goes. And this is...
Rail to finish it. Beautiful.
Wow.
Lead taken. You win.
Beautiful.
Yeah, right. You like that one?
Wow.
I didn't think RAISY should have dropped there, though. Or did he fall off?
I think from his point of view,
He thought he was low.
Not, well, he knows he's not low.
Not low.
He would have thought maybe he'd stick with rail. And if he gets railed, and he could maybe have the opportunity. But because he switched to LG, he just
Glued him. Yeah,
That's
lifted him.
That's what happened.
Right.
So
Yeah, right. 78 Rail. Who was that on? I actually
it
missed
kind of reminds me of the QuakeCon 2016 tournament that Evil lost in the first map to rapha, where Evil was 2-1 up on Sinister, and he ran towards rapha, and he shouldn't have. And that reminded me a lot of it, because if RAISY had stood still, he would have been in a great situation. Sometimes at late in maps, you do sort of panic. Not panic, he's not panicked, but like you do move a little bit much.
Yeah,
and
right.
Forget about sound cues. Because if you wait in the spot and then go the other way, then he can't get you. So
Yeah.
rocket jump away or whatever. Make it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
difficult.
Slow it right down.
Yeah, that was
Because the pressure's all on the opponent.
well, the
attacking.
problem is he went through that teleporter and he had 15 seconds left, so you can get.
But he
back
couldn't
there.
have just sat at the top because
That's right.
Ranger would have orb up.
Well, even no, he didn't even need to orb up. He'd just be able to get you some damage.
Yeah.
But I think the problem was that as he went through there was 15 seconds left.
Yeah.
So you can't sit there.
Yeah, you got.
If there was 5 seconds, 7 seconds left, you can sit at the green and just survive.
Yes.
Even if he'll have to push you insanely hard, you'll be able to juke around there and get time.
Yep.
So he's a little bit naive with that, but I think when he was at the plasma, he was in such a great spot and he dropped down. And then rapha was surprised that he saw him because he used the orb and did manage to get close and got him. But yeah, it was unfortunate because you hate to lose maps like that, especially when you're the one that's already won.
Well, we felt like he had the champion disadvantage as well in the BJ. He played it well early on.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he played it well, and I think rapha did waste the orb a few times.
Yes.
And didn't play as aggressively as maybe he would have liked at times.
Yep.
But you get the job done. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
don't
matter
care
how
if
you
I
did
hit 10% rail, 10% LG.
Yeah,
You're getting it done. You're getting it done. So yeah, he'll be feeling great after that.
Next map, Corrupted Keep. I think I did see the peaks. It was like Galena. Actually, Rob, you got the pick ban screen up. I think it was Galena versus DK. So maybe DK was picked and then Galena counterpicked. So it looks like RAISY is hovering the DK right now. Yeah, Galena counterpicked. So
I reckon Death Knight's trash. I don't know if it's since the update or just trash.
not happy.
Trash.
Used to love him.
Yeah, well, it used to be good.
How's it go?
Famous. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
There's a few that I don't know, like Arson with the Lapis Delight.
I've never heard that one.
My favourite one is Club Slayer.
What was that? What do you get it for that one?
That's when Ranger killed you like inside out with the.
Oh, right, okay.
Nothing better in the game. Feels so good.
Okay, I think we are third map now, so we are 2-0 to rapha. Should really potentially have been 1-1, but
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say that because rapha did have a great start on that map, didn't he? And then sort of let it slip, and then he came back, and then it was probably like a 50-50.
you know, RAISY actually beat him at QuakeCon on that map. Fail.
Yeah, but the thing is with Quake Champs, don't worry so much about the map, more so about the champs on the map.
Yes.
It's like more variety, right? It's not like Quake Live or something where if you beat a guy,
it's the same.
You're great on the
Yeah,
map.
It's a different
Sometimes
game
if you
when
play
you've got
Corrupted
different
Keep,
champions.
Two champions, but if the first map's going to be Ranger, Anarchy, and Strog and Pika, so it's completely different duel.
Yes, yeah.
So this is where being the professional gamer, having a lot of time to play and get adept at all the champions on all the maps is going to give you a massive advantage, especially best of 5. Best of 3 you can sort of hide a little bit, but best of 5 you need to have deep champ and map pool. So
Who would you like to start on?
Well, we said RAISY last time, but we didn't get it. So let's say RAISY again. And I want to see what he does with this Death Knight. Or what he doesn't do. What he's not going to do is get the guy on fire because it feels pretty hard.
Prepare to fight.
Alright, we're on RAISY this time, so Mick actually knows what he's doing, which is perfect.
3,
See what spawn he gets. He likes to play aggressive off spawn sometimes on this map. Mega spawn, you can attack the, you can attack rocket launcher early, but he goes for the heavy machine gun instead, which I actually kind of like, because on land, if they get the rocket launcher, which Rapha did get, they've got an opportunity to get you. Depends what champion you are, of course, but there's a nice safe spawn, and I think if you rate yourself as the better player, and both of these guys would do that, then you've got to, you feel 50-50 spawn is good. Good use of the Death Knight. Could have done a bit more damage.
He got 14 damage off that fireball and no tick damage.
That's actually pretty good going for the Death Knight.
You think that's good, do you?
Yeah, that's pretty good going.
That's
I'll take that.
Yeah, right.
Great objective to begin with, and a great position by Rapha to cut him off as well and force him away. So he knows when the Mega is because he delayed it a little bit. So he's actually in a decent spot, and the LG angle is pretty good for RAISY, but he's going to switch to heavy machine gun, Rapha, and he's actually got a great opportunity for him. Would have liked to see a rocket if he had him, but didn't unfortunately do it. But he's pushing back in. Oh, and that's the problem. If you just don't finish him with a shotgun, you don't get another one. So this is where he's got to be very careful because of push coming off spawn. But he has got that flame strike, so he can shotgun flame strike if he has to. He just wants to get a split on the items. Is perfect for him right now. But Rapha's not going to make it.
Rapha's trying to refrag at the moment before the items come up, and he might get it, and he does get it. He was really listening to the sound cues trying to hunt him there.
That's right. That's where you sort of want to sit top, bottom, middle.
We've already got 2 totems up as well, potentially a third one coming up soon.
He committed a little bit too far towards the Mega. If he had just sat top, bottom, middle, then maybe gone back to red, might have been better, but unfortunately wasn't to be. So good totems usage by Rapha, and as well, would like a bit more damage. Maybe heavy machine gun would have been better. Wasted the.
And another DK fireball gone nowhere. 0 damage,
looks a lot like
0
that
fire. Looks a lot like your fireballs.
And this is the problem when you do lose a couple of quick frags, is you sort of become very linear in your attacks. So good shotgun usage, that was huge. He actually
RAISY does get around to the Mega though, so.
No, he's done well, but that's only because Rapha sort of let him off the hook a little bit there.
Yep.
And that's the problem if you don't finish them in this game, is they get 150 health.
Back up.
There's not much you can do. And now it's back to 50-50. So Rapha, a good read on where he is. He's could have almost got it out behind RAISY there, but he hasn't. The problem is it's going to be 50-50 items now, unless one player decides to go super aggressive. And I'd say if the player does go aggressive, he's probably going to die. So yeah, this is why we're playing like this with Rapha. It's going to be hard. You got to be careful. Good heavy machine guns, won the Mega out of it. But 50-50 for RAISY is not too bad.
He doesn't want the Mega though, he wants the heavy. He wants to keep the totems up, I guess, so.
That makes sense.
Trying to zone RAISY away from the heavy, and another fireball that did nothing, just by the way. It's 3 now. You got 3 fireballs and 14 damage, mate. How do you feel as RAISY right now?
Pretty good, like I said. Oh, great elf. That was huge. So he's actually going to try and follow. He should try and maybe kill him, but it's pretty risky for both players. And he knows that he's got the health bubbles to fall back on as well. So he's actually in a better spot. A 50-50 item trade for Rapha here is not too bad because he could have easily died there, and he's got the lead. And that's really important on the maps with no rail because it is a lot harder to spawn frag sometimes, especially as these 2 champions. Good position by RAISY to back off. Great rocket to defend himself with the ledge rockets in this game. Be nice to see him do a little bit more damage. Good denial of the green armor, but if he's going to deny like that, he can't really look for damage now because he can't, unless he's going to get both items, which he's not going to be able to. So this is the problem: is if he took that rocket, then he's in a really bad spot. But he's not taking it, so he's okay. He might have RAISY kind of caught out, but with the defensive rockets available, he's decided to just chill, get his totems up, which is good play as Galena as well. Probably wanted to defend that totem, but he didn't defend it quite hard enough. So now he's in a good spot. I mean, if he can get some opening damage, he might be able to push with the shaft, but the stack of RAISY is too high. You can't push just with shaft. You have to hit some softening up a little bit first.
Both items at the exact same time. Rapha might stay at this heavy because he's got a totem there. No, maybe not. He's just trying to see what RAISY wants to do.
Yeah, great defensive aim.
Yeah, he's going to stay at the heavy now. He wants to keep this totem stack alive, whatever he can get out of it. He's going to save the totem though.
You got to be careful at the top level. All the guys are sitting top middle to defend the mega, and it works really well because it's so hard to attack through that archway. It's a bit naive by Rapha, but maybe he thought that he was a bit weaker than what he was, so he wouldn't actually be defending hard, but he was. Didn't even need to use rockets. Great. So this is great push by RAISY to push him off the next red armor. So now Rapha in a spot where he doesn't actually know exactly where to go, but and now a good opportunity for.
Oh, huge taking D damage from RAISY then. Wow.
And that was the problem.
And there's the totems. 2 totems just cleared as well.
That's the problem with dying as Gleaner is quite often that gives him a split second to go and clear your totems. But anyway, RAISY in a good situation. He'll want to bully him off the mega, and he's got to go hard if he wants it. And this is the problem. He just needed to be a little bit faster to win that mega. And now he has lost it. So it's back to even, but he'll be happy with the fact that it's back even in score because 2-1 on this map and it's even control. You know that if you die again as the next death.
And Rapha's dropped another totem at the heavy. He doesn't want to put him in any particular spots. He just wants to stack him up at the heavy and defend it.
Well, if he wants to play 50-50 on the heavy, it makes it great. Oh, great LG. Good weapon chance. Weapon choice.
A little bit more value out of that fireball.
He should know that the mega's a little bit delayed. So if he wants to push hard, he might.
I don't think that he can though. Do you reckon? Yeah, right.
Hard, he might have been able to catch him up at the
Top of LG.
top of LG and
Yeah,
drop down
right.
to the mega, and then do the damage as he drops down.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, it wasn't quite fast enough.
I was thinking as RAISY, just defend your lead and then just cycle back to heavy.
2, 3, 5 minutes. You don't defend lead. You're looking for frags.
Right.
Why would you want? You don't want 50-50 control, and this is what happens.
Yeah,
you don't want
right.
50-50 control when you're the one who just got the frag. You want
Yep.
it to be still your advantage.
Right.
So he's a little bit slow, but he had lost track of the mega for a couple of cycles there, so it did make it quite hard.
Oh, he comes for that light. That was a bit ambitious from RAISY there, thinking he
Yeah.
could get that.
Against top players, that sort of attack, very linear attack like that, doesn't really work very well. So you got to be very careful. So this is where Rapha would love to do some chip damage. Even 50 damage right now is really crucial, and he's got an opportunity, but RAISY managed to hit a nice defensive rocket, and great movement by RAISY not to be visible. 17 damage, not enough. So, but he caught him up. He didn't push in. He wants to set up his trap.
But you like the 14 damage fireball, but not the 17 damage rocket. What's going on here, mate? Oh, nice. He lights him on fire. Great fire.
It's actually, he just needs to defend the mega hard, and he's
And he's going to go back through the fire, really. And he's not going to get the totem heal. Oh, what is happening?
Yeah, poor passage to play for Rapha, but he has got the lead. So, I would like to have peaked a little bit more aggressively there. Great damage. Great defensive damage from below. Now he's got to back off. If he
Yeah, he can't stay. He wants to though.
For the red, but it's so hard against the more stacked and better LG.
LG on LG, and RAISY's now got him stacked.
Leave time.
And
Dead to rights, yeah.
He's just gonna charge, and this is where Rapha pushes this. Shit rockets just needed to be through on the.
Doesn't matter. Mega spawned for him conveniently, and the whiffs and the shotgun.
That was insane. I think when you whiff the second one, maybe use your flame strike because the ability's so shit. If you can get a kill out of it, then it's probably worth it.
Get anything out of it, right? Yeah.
So frustrating.
Still important shotgun misses.
Because if
Yeah.
you get the first one, the second one, then you're stacked for this red, and you're laughing. Whereas, and now he does probably a poor attack.
Massive rockets from Rapha, yeah.
Yeah,
It was even a good fireball, just better rockets.
well, the fireball usage he had to use it, but yeah, it's just a little bit too weak. Great LG from Rapha. Any frag here is good because you know that now this is exactly what I've been talking about in the last maps. When you've got this lead, 3 minutes now, he has to be very linear in his attacks. So look how he's coming from. You know exactly where he's coming from. It's worked out for him.
Oh, big rockets from RAISY. And I felt like Rapha was forcing an issue there, wasn't he?
He wanted to end it right there.
Yeah, he was forcing it.
He's got a chance to get you. RAISY really needs to get out of here. Got good juking to get away, but he just needs to run for it, knowing that Rapha has to commit. Rocket jump's probably no good to you there. Wait for the mega. He's
He's got the mega. He stalled enough time that it came up, and the fireball did nothing, obviously.
yeah, well, 0 damage, pretty standard.
Pretty standard, mate. Sinker if you're in the chat.
Yeah, good idea. Nice not to use Twisted Heavy Machine Gun and get a little bit more chip damage. It's going to win that red armor. Should do. He just needs to back.
This is definitely RAISY's heavy. Oh, no, he's taken too late in that rocket. No, it's all right. Rapha didn't go
Rapha
for it.
jumping across. Didn't take any damage, but then didn't commit to red. So I'd question the actual jump across, but he needed to get to the green armor.
Oh, big
beautiful.
rockets from Rapha.
Beautiful.
See if he had to do something special there, didn't he?
That's the problem when you do drop the shaft. Is quite often you do give your opponent the opportunity to hit what you would feel is lucky rockets, but it is somewhat reliable on land against mediums. Anyway, so he needs to just defend, and he knows that. He's just going to chill, get the totem, put the totem down now, potentially, so that if this fight goes badly, he's still fine. He doesn't even need it. So this is where you pretty much can't win. Rapha should just slow the game down from here.
Big. That was the rocket you wanted before, wasn't it?
Well, RAISY needed.
That was the rocket that you wanted from RAISY. Yeah, right.
Wall.
GG's. 3-0.
Yeah.
Rapha goes through.
the wall and-
upper bracket finalist.
Yeah, hit the wall, and then once you hit the wall there, that rocket doesn't get through. He enables him to get through without taking any damage.
Damage, yeah.
It's a little bit harder in the fight. So,
Yep.
yeah, that was a well-played series. I mean, you can't say RAISY didn't have his chances. He was in all the maps, but, you know, he came in the big moments. Rapha come up big.
Yeah. And that'll move Rapha through to the grand finals, and then we've got the lower bracket games next, which is Zanaku versus dandaking, and then of course the winner will play RAISY, who just got knocked down to lowers then. So some big games coming up. 3 games left.
Yeah, I'm tipping the next game Zanaku to win. I think he's pretty good form. Dan had a good win against Chain, and he's had a good win against a few other guys.
Yep.